Lehigh has like more of a broader, like a variety of magnets that specialize in different types of things, and there's a lot more things that people can come in and like learn and take classes in things that they want to do in the future.
A magnet school tends to create people that are much more well-rounded than other public or private schools, I would say, that are generally just focused on academics, or someone might just focus on sports, whereas here we get a good general education as well as the arts and the sports and pre-engineering as well.
I think that studies have shown throughout the years that when children are educated, and as part of that education, there's performing arts, whether it be acting, drama, music, especially, that they are more well-rounded and they do better in their core subjects as well.
The other classes that I take are mostly AP, English, Econ, Calculus, and they all are they're tough courses. They're all college level, and they're preparing me for college, and they're actually gonna, if I do well in them, I'll get college credit.
But we have 60 kids out of maybe 150 juniors that are taking that course. So we do have the academic rigor. It is available, and it's not just that it's available. The kids seem to expect that they're going to take those courses.
She has an opportunity to study and beyond, I believe, because I think that being on the honor program, you are a little bit more advanced, better preparing for college. Maybe a little bit more, harder, but it's better for preparation for college. You just got to buckle down and study hard.
That's right.
I took all the AP classes that they offered. I think I didn't take AP Physics, but I mean, taking as advanced as possible, then you get a great academic experience. I got accepted to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C.
The great thing about the magnet school is if they are interested in a particular magnet, engineering or photography or vocal, they can get top-notch education that way, but they still get top-notch education, in all their core subjects. I've had 2 students graduate from Lee, and they're both on scholarship in college and both doing well, and I have another child there now and 2 more are coming. And so, that's where they'll go, because they get a great education in the core subjects, but then they get to do what they like to do, what they're interested in doing, what they're good at.
Well, I think my colleagues here at Lee all teach at Lee because they want to be at Lee. They teach at Lee because they believe in the idea of a magnet school. They believe in the kind of offerings that we give to our students. The vast majority of us, most of us, are maybe more flexible than we would be in a more traditional school environment. I run tutoring sessions and makeup sessions after school on days that they're not having rehearsals for kids that have missed time for tech rehearsals or for being in the program during school hours. And I'm not alone. I mean, we have a very creative faculty, but who want to be involved, who want to see the program succeed and flourish.
Cool.
They're great teachers. They're great teachers. I haven't had any problems with any of them. They are very prompt at calling me back, and I appreciate that. That's very important.
When working at a magnet school, they obviously know and accept that people are in these different artistic and pre-engineering magnets, and I think that they tend to have that same openness of mind as well, because we have a teacher of the year. Well, they also have national standardized tests that every student takes in order to get into college, and therefore I feel that if we're doing just as well on those as well, then that shows that we're getting the academic background that we need to survive and thrive.
I think the good thing that I've seen about teachers at Lee is that they know the kids and they care about the kids and they want them to succeed. And the kids know that they can come to them if they have problems, and that the teachers are truly interested in seeing them succeed, and they're not just a number.
Yeah, I like being around different people. Why?
Yeah, what do you get from
Well,
that?
because it's different experiences. Everyone has different things to bring to the table, and it's nice to have different people around you and not be surrounded by the same thing again and over again. The diversity in this school does help you help you prepare for college, because college is more than just different races. It's different backgrounds, like different like countries that you're coming from, and you know, it'll help you become more like social.
That the student body tends to be incredibly diverse. Because it does, and I think that's an amazing strength that we have, an incredibly diverse student body, but also an incredibly diverse set of student interests and subset of student interests. They think of ways to work together on projects that wouldn't even occur to me.
I like that. I like that. It's not like one zone. It's all zones combined. And you know, you have to meet the criteria to get in, so you know everybody's on the same court, you know. Well, they get to learn and experience, and it prepares them for college. But college is so wide and broad, you know, it's a big, broad area, so it prepares them. It better prepares them for college.
When they get out of high school, if they choose not to go to college, or when they graduate from college, they're going to be dealing with people from all walks of life, from all socioeconomic aspects, you know, all races, religions, you know, and if you go to a school that is only a small portion of that, then you're not prepared for what you're going to deal with the rest of your life. And at Lee has it all. You know, the good thing about the kids at Lee is they don't see differences. They just see similarities. And so, you know, race is not a problem at Lee because everybody, they're all just students at Lee. That's all they are. And so, and it's a great thing that we can take these kids that graduate from Lee and they go out into the world, and it's like the pebble in the pond, the ripple just goes out. And when you don't see these problems where, you know, you're in a different class than I am, or you're a different race than I am, or you're a different religion, you know, then all we're doing is helping, you know, society.
Thinking outside the box, looking at things in a different way. I know simply as a teacher and teaching AP English to classes that are largely composed of magnet students, I get so many different examples drawn from their experiences, drawn from the things they've seen. I read so many compelling essays drawn from bits of art, or how someone might create something, or what a color might mean, that I wouldn't necessarily have even thought of, but they do bring a different approach to maybe the same problem. They do bring critical thinking skills to the table that aren't necessarily there at, you know, that particular level. They seem to develop those more quickly and more deeply.
And I actually interviewed the governor, Bob Riley, you know, last year. Channel 31 was right next to me, and Channel 19 was beside me, and I was in the middle.
What was that like?
I was excited. Yeah, they let me get my question in, and I ended up in the newspaper in Huntsville Times. Yeah, because that was really hands-on right there. They actually put me out there, and yeah, it was a good opportunity to like learn, you know, how to speak up and ask whatever. I got a chance to ask one question, so I actually had to get everything I needed to say and sum it up into one.
I would let them know that the Magnet program is my choice because of all of the different programs that they offer. Some of the programs, like video broadcasting, it's almost like an internship because they're actually doing hands-on before the job. You know what I'm saying?
Very important, yes.
And that's another thing that I really, really like it. They're actually in there developing pictures, if that's what they're into. They are behind the camera.
I feel that going to Lee, you get even better than the just American high school experience. I think you get everything. You get the football games on Friday night. You get the big musical that you can participate in. You get the shows, but you also get an incredible experience to work with people that think outside the box. I mean, really outside the box. And in this world of growing opportunities and globalization and working with across international borders, you need to think differently.
Well, I graduated from Grissom, and I live across the street from Grissom, and all my kids are going to Lee by choice, because I think it's the best education overall that they can get, you know, in the city of Huntsville. And so, you know, I would strongly urge people to take a look at the Magnet.
We just truly love Lee. We have never once questioned our decision to come here. We have never once looked back and said we should have gone the other way.
I love Lee.